How would you describe a song of the summer?
Have you heard of this guy, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? He's like an action star slash professional.
Yeah, I have. I don't know where this is going, but follow that train of thought. I'm fascinated.
I would say that the song of the summer is like whatever sounds the most like The Rock.
Wow.
Something that is like charismatic, strong, covered in tribal tattoos. Really like something that can like give your life the people's elbow. I would say that this summer, that song is probably "Trap Queen" by Fetty Wap. He's a rap singer songwriter from Paterson, New Jersey. And I think the thing, like to your point, like Fetty Wap's "Trap Queen" came out. Oh wow, you guys are on it. You have a video of this.
Yeah, we're pretty good, mate. We're pretty good.
That song came out last summer when Fetty Wap was really like an unknown, and it sort of organically gained steam, and he signed to this label called 300, run by Leora Cohen. And what 300 does really well is sort of use like data and things of that nature to really like figure out what people are listening to and like how to get music to them. And so I think that like the triumph of Trap Queen is really like a summation of everything we're talking about, like a combination of like timing as well as like giving something the correct push and the charisma of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, star of San Andreas.
But Drew, when you say that the song should have the charisma of The Rock, does it always? I mean, it's part of what I think is interesting about summer songs is that they can be quite flippant. I mean, think of "Call Me Maybe." This is not what The Rock and "Call Me Maybe" could not be more different.
I would disagree completely. Both are very popular.
Yeah, both are very popular. I guess you've got me there.
You see, that guy had a tattoo on his chest. The Rock has tattoos on his chest.
Yeah.
I don't really see the difference here.
No, that's an excellent...
But, I mean, well, I was just kind of thinking, like, all right, Song of the Summer has some sort of, like, intrinsic, intangible quality that you can't really, like, define. And I was like, the only thing that I can think of that has that quality as well is The Rock. So that's really why I
get it. We just had Memorial Day.
It's true.
I mean, wait till Labor Day. Well, I mean, at least wait till July 4th before we know what people are listening to.
Josh, I want to go on record and say that I have a dark horse pick for Song of the Summer. And I don't know if you've heard the song. I don't know, Drew, Zoe, I don't know if you guys have heard this song. But my Song of the Summer is by a Jamaican artist named Omi. The song is called Cheerleader. I think it's going to absolutely blow up. It's number 31 right now on the Hot 100. It's been zooming up the chart. And this song, it just sounds like summer to me. It's reggae songs always do kind of well in the summertime. You think about Rude last year. You think of Beautiful Girls by Sean Kingston, UB40 decades ago. But this song was a huge international hit. Now it's finally coming to the U.S. It's starting to take hold of radio. People are starting to buy this song. It's from 2012, but its impact is really happening in 2015. I'm just saying right now, Omi, Cheerleader. Mark it down. Mark it down.
All right.
Playing Nostradamus a little bit.
Okay, good for you. This is part of the problem, though, right? That there's very rarely predictive power, unless you're a culture critic like you. I mean, but most people, if you can't cobble together some kind of scientific consensus that's going to predict all of the sort of we broke down like exactly the tempo and all that sort of stuff, and therefore we can describe what a good song of the summer.
Yeah.
All of those pieces always end up to be retrospective. Zoe, do you have thoughts about that? Like once someone comes up with an equation that will actually predict rather than simply explain in hindsight, I'll be skeptical.
I would much rather trust an expert or somebody who's worked in production for 20, 30, 40 years. I'd rather talk to someone who's worked in music promotion for half a century than listen to a computer tell me what's going to be a hit.
We actually asked members of the HuffPost Live community for their pick for Summer Song 2015. Here are two suggestions from Faye and Meg.
Next song of the summer is I Know There's Gonna Be Good Times, Jamie XX.
And I think it's going to be Cheerleader by OMI.
Look at that.
Some prescient fans.
All right.
Richard, you've been studying what makes a good song of the summer by looking back at past years. Can you add any additional thoughts here?
I think you're looking for something that is kind of when you think about connection with other people, like you were talking about Imagine not being a good summer song. Summer has this feeling of connection, of sort of optimism, of a kind of a wistfulness, but not that kind of melancholy that you get. People want their summer to be something that they look back on fondly. They want it to be something they look forward to, sort of with anticipation. When we've done studies of this and looked at songs that were meaningful in people's lives, songs that they said were really important to them, what was important to them was the feeling. If you asked them for specific life events, when do you remember this song as being? Often the songs that were really important to them connected with a lot of life events. So it's like this notion that it's not just about whether the song hit one on Billboard, but how long it stayed there. There's a kind of a staying power that you're looking for. Songs that can connect with different people in different circumstances seem to be ones that really have sort of a key to this lock.
Are there particular musical similarities between them, Richard?
No, not that you can point to. And there's a huge amount of individual variation here about what people like. One thing that you learn is people's personalities, their backgrounds. These things are huge, huge factors. Look at this little clip you played of these two women picking two entirely different songs. And I think that's what makes it so hard to do something like science on this, is that you have a single song where all these different responses that come from different people.